One Piece live action is confusing. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking. Season 2 of One Piece live action has arrived and it's kind of nuts. Now, before we begin, I'm gonna get some things out of the way. I like One Piece live action. I like it a lot, actually. We'll get into specifics later, but this is not a hate video or anything like that. I like the show. Secondly, I would like to give my One Piece credentials, if you will. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key fell off. No, not low-key, I high-key fell off, but still, let me get my credentials just so you know where I'm coming from. I'm gonna do this as quick as I can. Stay with me. Okay, so I started One Piece in like 7th grade. I'm 22 now. I don't know how old I was in 7th grade, but however old that is. I watched up to Skypiea and then I stopped watching it, not for any reason in particular. I just stopped. Then in maybe 9th grade, I watched up to Enies Lobby, maybe like a little bit after, but pretty much Enies Lobby. And then I kind of stopped watching anime in general. So again, I stopped One Piece. Okay, so boom, fast forward 11th grade, we're in quarantine. I got a lot of time. I decide, okay, let me spark One Piece back up. Let's get on that. I watch recap YouTube videos of like the arcs up until Enies Lobby, just so I get a refresher. You know, I've already seen them, but I'm not trying to be lost. So I'm gonna just rewatch these little recaps and then continue. Okay, so I'm on my 3rd One Piece journey, 11th grade, really locked in. Okay, so within 3 months, I'm caught up to Wano, which at the time was like a little bit before. Wait, hold on. I might be tweaking. Let me bleep that out. I catch up to Wano and I want to know what happens next. So I go from an anime only to not an anime only. I don't know if there's a term in particular, but like, yeah. Okay, so from like close to Wano being done, like not quite the end, but like a little bit like close to it being done. I think like maybe, no, I don't want to say any like specific plot points, just close to it being done up until like the middle of Egghead. I was really locked in on rumors, spoilers, leaks, waiting for translations, agenda piece. Like I was deep in the trenches, I'm telling you. Now, fast forward 2026, I don't stay up to date with the manga. Like I casually check sometimes if I see something that looks interesting, because I'm still following like a lot of the translating people and leak accounts. So like, yeah, I've seen some Elbaf stuff. If I see cool stuff, I'll investigate, but otherwise I'm not keeping up with it that much. However, within that time of me starting again and fully catching up, I got a girlfriend. So of course it's only right, the only logical thing to do, I make her watch One Piece from the start. So I am now on my 2nd watch through of One Piece from the beginning. We're not rushing anything. We've been taking our time, which is honestly great for me because like my first watch through was a binge for the most part when I was really serious about it. So it's good to take my time, really take it all in. I'm actually retaining a lot more nuance for certain things that are like important. And now on a 2nd watch with a new perspective, it's like, oh, that's really cool, really great. Very rewatchable show. Anyways, we just finished Marineford. We're on like the ASL arc right now. So a lot of pre-time skip stuff is fresh in my mind going into season 2 for live action. Okay, so that was a lot of yapping. I know, like, trust me, I know I'm yapping. But you just got to know where I'm coming from, what my headspace is going into a live action season 2. Those are my credentials for One Piece. I'm not a tourist. This shit is real. Okay, so live action season 2. We started watching this shit at like 4 a.m. on the night that it came out. So we're a little sleepy, real cozy, you know, just setting the stage for you. The show starts peak. Robin, first scene, this shit is genuinely peak. CGI, amazing. She was actually sliming the soldiers, like really taking them for that journey. She was great. Off to a fantastic start. Okay, so boom. Then we go to Straw Hats. You know, they're giving what One Piece live action is expected to give. This is low-key ugly, low-key chopped, but like it's cute nonetheless. Great vibes, you know? Like the heart is there, very cute. So, you know, still off to a great start. Then we get to the scene with Garp and Roger. Why is this? Am I tripping? Like, I swear I saw this same scene a couple weeks ago in the anime, but tell me why it's an episode 500 something type shit. Like, am I tripping? Actually, like, hello? It's probably just one little moment out of place to build up certain aspects of the story. It's all good. All right, great. So we get to Logtown. Looks fantastic. The costuming is amazing. Reminiscent of very expensive blockbuster films. First thing that came to mind is Shiz from Wicked. Very good. I love to see. I'm actually very, very impressed. This might be the worst actor I have ever seen. Like, deadass, y'all can't fool me. I know it's Ludwig under there. Like, where did y'all find him? But again, like I said earlier, I know what to expect with the show. Like, bad costumes, bad acting, a certain level of campiness. Like, sometimes something is so ass that it wraps all the way back around to being good. But also, there are just genuinely great moments in the show. Like, great shit. Amazing. So yeah, great time all around. Smoker and all. Love what I'm seeing. Okay, so Straw Hats are all split up. Nami's taking down one imposters, being a W member. Shit's going good. Is that? I know damn well that's not. Keep in mind, it's like 4 a.m. when I'm watching this, so I'm genuinely thinking this is not who I think it is. Like, I'm so sure when he says his name, it's not gonna be what I think is gonna be something different. Like, it's gotta be something different. There's no way.
Name's Bartolomeo. What draws me in?
Why is Bartolomeo on my screen right now? No, that dead ass serious. Like, I'm not trolling. Why is he on my screen? Keep in mind, right? This character gets introduced in chapter 705. 705. I think we lost the plot a little bit, like a teensy bit. And before you type it, I'm already knowing, no, bro, delete that shit. I know he's in Loketown in this panel. That's fire. Like, that's super fire. There was a lot of people there. That's not the problem. Show me where he interacted with Nami. Show me where he interacted with Luffy. Nah, bro, I'll wait. Show me. I got time. No, bro, show me. No, bro, I'll wait. Oh, now they're not following the manga 1-to-1. Oh, okay, I get it now. I feel it. Got my face. Okay, hold on though. Let's reel it in. This shit's starting to get a little hostile. Like, chill on me. Put the weapons down. Let's stop the violence. I understand this is One Piece Into the Grand Line, a Netflix original series. This is not One Piece by Eiichiro Oda. I completely get that. Like, I literally understand that. If they want to establish certain things or characters early or have them play roles in events they didn't in the manga, that's cool. That's fine. I do not have a problem with that. Outside of one of the changes in live action, I don't have an actual problem. I'm for the most part just chatting shit. But that one that I do have a problem with, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're gonna get to that though. Okay, so Bartolomeo, famous early One Piece character. That's awesome. Let's continue. We get some Zoro gas. Zoro looks really good in this. On the other hand, Sanji is chopped and nerfed as but whatever. Let's fast forward. This isn't a recap video. Go watch the show if you don't know what happens in the episode. Okay, so we get to the end. It's Luffy versus Ludwig. Luffy starts losing. Someone grabs Smoker's hand. Who is it? OMG. It's wait, I don't think they say his name. Okay, we'll cut that one out too. It's all good. Anyways, big scene here. Very cool. I don't like the dialogue here. Not gonna lie. Boy, slow down. But nonetheless, iconic moment. However, why are we getting like borderline confirmation on how certain devil fruits work? Not gonna say too much, but I don't love that. Like, I'm talking about if you read the manga, we're learning shit from One Piece live action. That doesn't sit right with me. That's weird. Like, I'm a little confused. I digress. Let's move on. We're close to the end of the episode. I think shit should be calm now. Smooth sailings. No more surprise. I got no words. Like, dead ass, I'm at a loss for words. I got no jokes. I got nothing. Why the on though? Like, this one really perplexed me. Like, I really can't even wrap my head around this. All the stuff I said earlier, I know is different. They can introduce characters as early as they want. Yada, 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 all that. That's cool, bro. Where they lose me is when they start doing shit that directly, like, contradicts certain plot points. I can't really elaborate too much, but if you know, you know. Like, what the is that? And again, I'm watching the anime currently with my girlfriend, and we're watching the ASL arc right now. Again, can't say too much, but if you know, you know. That's crazy timing, bro. What the what are we doing? But yeah, that's the biggest one for me. The rest I don't really care about, but this one is kind of crazy. Like, I know a certain character is in a flashback of episode 2. I don't mind that too much. I think it fits, honestly. But this one, I can't really, like, I don't know, bro. Like I said earlier, this show is so ass sometimes that is good, and it's also just good on its own, like, outside of that. So I'm having a great time watching it. I love the show. I love One Piece in general. In the spirit of positivity, and because I managed to actually finish the season before finishing the edit on this, let's talk about some things I did like in the season. This isn't going to be in sequential order or probably even be long at all because I have really bad memory and I'm doing this off the top of my head. Okay, let's begin. The second episode, the one with Laboon, was for me the best transformation of source material to them rearranging or changing aspects of the story. Like, for example, Brook being in the flashback for Laboon, already establishing that relationship, I think works because on one hand, it's like a really cool Easter egg for those who know who Brook is, and on the other hand, when we do get to Brook, if we do get there, it'll hit even harder. Vivi's introduction and plot relevance throughout the season was really good. I'm not gonna lie, it took some getting used to for me at first, cause like I was kind of confused and it felt weird seeing Vivi in places she wasn't in the manga, but as the episodes went on, I understood. Not gonna lie, I understood so much to the point that I feel like for the live action, they might keep Vivi with the Straw Hats instead of keeping her in, but we'll see. Usopp, genuinely fantastic. The whole Little Garden episode is great. Gave Usopp a chance to shine as the GOAT he is. Dory, Brogy were very, very, very sick. Mr. 3, peak. Sanji's fight here, funny as Everything in this episode was just really good for me. Loki need to jump back for a second because I just remembered Zoro caught 100 bodies in the 3rd episode. That was tough. One thing I will say about the live action is they're not afraid to depict actual violence. Not to say the anime or manga is like, they show shit too, but it's like a lot of times when Zoro's fighting in the anime, it's just sword slashes, no blood. In this, he's fully sliming people. So that's pretty sick. Let's see, what else? I like Chopper's backstory section. I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not about to lie to y'all. I'm not finna sugarcoat it. Episodes 7 and 8 kind of lost me a little bit. Not because I think the quality went down or anything. It was just kind of like we had a great pacing for 6 episodes, and then episodes 7 and 8 take a sharp halt, and then the season ends. And I understand we have to take a sharp halt because we had to start talking about Chopper, Dr. Hero. Like there's a lot to unpack there. I get that, but it just kind of felt like I was watching part 1 in a 2-part season. If this was like on some Stranger Things shit where they said next week part 2 is dropping, whatever the case is, that would be fire. But the big battle of the season being Wapol, we're building up to Alabasta. Like I feel like that should maybe be in the, like, I don't know, I just feel like it was kind of anticlimactic, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, this is supposed to be the positivity section, so that's everything I really enjoyed in the season. Definitely a lot to enjoy. I don't want this video to come off as negative. At the end of the day, the creative team behind the show can make and should make what they want to make. So yeah, all power to those people. Keep doing it. The shit is good. Y'all are kind of wilding for that one little thing though. That being said, that's all for today. Let me know your thoughts on One Piece live action. If you like it, if you don't like it, if you've had anything spoiled for you in the anime because of live action, but put a little spoiler tag if you do say anything so you don't spoil others. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. This has been Double Creature. Bye.